Now we're going to continue on with meal 3. Baked chicken legs dressed with barbecue sauce. We're going to serve that with baked beans and cauliflower with cheese sauce. I took my chicken legs. I got them for 96 cents a pound. And I marinated them in just some barbecue sauce and some poultry seasoning. I just put them in a bag too. That's nice to incorporate all the oil with the seasonings in there. And then I'm just going to dump them out on a sheet pan. I'm going to sprinkle them with some salt and pepper, and I'll bake them in the oven. All right, so now I'm getting ready to cook the cauliflower. While I was cutting the cauliflower for the 7-layer salad, I also made my florets for the cauliflower and cheese. I have here a boiling water. I'm going to season it up with some salt and pepper. You want to add a good amount of salt to the water. Vegetables, they need a little bit more salt to cook them in than like your pastas or your potatoes. However, cauliflower, it's a vegetable that doesn't have a whole lot of water in it, so you don't want to get too crazy on the salt with that. A lot of times, a lot of vegetables, you want it almost to taste like ocean water. We're going to scale it back just a little bit for the cauliflower because it is going to absorb so much water. Plus, it's also going to take a little bit longer time to cook. So whenever your vegetable takes a little bit longer to cook, you want to scale back a little bit on the salt. Another rule of thumb pretty much for vegetables is now your water's cooled down. When it comes back to a boil, let it simmer for about a minute and then your vegetable will be ready to take down. You don't want to overcook them. You don't want them to turn to mush. And we're going to make our cheese sauce in the same pan. And meanwhile, we can heat up a can of baked beans to serve with our chicken legs, which are baking in the oven as we speak. So here we are again at a rolling boil, so we're going to pull those off real quick. Okay, so we just pulled our cauliflower down. We're going to put our pan back on the stove. You know me by now, I like to conserve as many pans as possible. So I'm just going to put our half and half right in there. I'm going to bring that up to the boil. I'm going to add in the shredded cheese. We're going to make our cheese sauce and we're going to dump this right back in there. I'm going to let it boil for just a smidgen. And then we're going to whisk in the cheese. Go ahead and turn the heat off on that. In goes our cauliflower. We don't want to break that apart too much, so we'll just leave it like this for now. And then we'll toss it in the cheese sauce right before we plate it. We should have our chicken legs coming out of the oven right about now. Take your chicken and toss it in barbecue sauce. Once you get them all dredged in the barbecue sauce, just put it back in there to brown. Next, we're going to serve up our nice, delicious baked chicken. Just came out of the oven. We got our cauliflower with cheese sauce here, our baked beans, and we're just going to serve it with a piece or two of this delicious barbecue chicken. So that's meal 3, cauliflower and cheese, baked beans, and the baked barbecue chicken.